The Thundering Mantis.
Epic, right? He went crazy.
Bryan Leung.
高雄、签约水、两家人、贤荣主、歹车。
The success of Sleeping Fist once again brought together the renowned kung fu actor Leung Kar-yan and the young, talented acrobat Wang Leung in a production that faithfully adheres to the conventions of the genre. The storyline follows the traditional framework: a fighter discovers a master, learns secret techniques, experiences the tragedy of losing his mentor at the hands of the villain, and ultimately seeks revenge. Within these parameters, the film delivers an engaging experience, though it remains conventional. What truly sets the film apart is its ending. In the last 10 minutes, the audience witnesses Leung Kar-yan unleash his fury in a breathtaking display, tearing through his enemies in a whirlwind of emotions that shift from laughter to tears and sheer madness. At this point, the story transcends mere vengeance and ventures into pure chaos, elevating the film to a whole new level. The Thundering Mantis is a solid 3-star movie that earns a well-deserved 4th star thanks to its shocking conclusion and Leung Kar-yan's masterful performance, which pushes his character to the absolute limit. Leung Kar-yan portrays a humble man obsessed with kung fu, whose mischievous antics land him in trouble with local martial arts schools. After suffering a brutal defeat at the hands of the formidable Xia, he befriends a young acrobat who introduces him to his grumpy uncle. The uncle refuses to teach his mantis fist technique to a stranger, forcing Leung to learn in secret. Following another beating from Xia, Leung finally tricks the master into accepting him as a student. As he undergoes rigorous training, his bond with the teacher deepens. However, Xia's violence escalates, leading to the tragic loss of those closest to Leung, including his eccentric mentor. With only the young acrobat by his side, he is forced to witness his friend's murder at Xia's hands. This unbearable trauma pushes him beyond his limits, driving him to seek revenge. The film explores the transformation of the protagonist, who evolves from a disciplined fighter into a man consumed by madness and revenge. This change is reflected in the evolution of his fighting style, which becomes more aggressive and uncontrolled as the story progresses. The final battle is not just a physical confrontation but also a representation of the character's loss of humanity. Teddy Yip's direction maintains a dynamic pace, with well-executed fight choreography and cinematography that emphasizes the brutality of the combat sequences. The film utilizes tight framing and rapid camera movements to heighten the sense of chaos during key moments. Leung delivers a memorable performance, especially in the final moments of the film, where his character descends into a state of unbridled rage. His portrayal conveys a powerful blend of desperation and fury, elevating the movie beyond a mere revenge narrative. While The Thundering Mantis may not be the most groundbreaking kung fu film in terms of plot, its dramatic conclusion has cemented its status as a cult classic within the genre. The protagonist's transformation and the intensity of the final battle have sparked discussion and analysis among martial arts cinema enthusiasts. The Thundering Mantis explores fundamental themes within the martial arts genre, but what truly sets it apart is its portrayal of madness unleashed by vengeance and the loss of humanity, the classic narrative of a disciple seeking revenge after his master's death. However, what makes it unique is how vengeance transforms into something visceral and nearly uncontrollable. As the protagonist's rage consumes him, he loses his rationality and crosses the boundaries of what typically defines a kung fu hero. During the final battle, the protagonist not only defeats his enemies but does so in a terrifying and excessive manner. His actions reveal that vengeance has entirely consumed him, turning him from a virtuous fighter into something far more dangerous and unhinged. Unlike other kung fu films that emphasize elegance and precision in movements, The Thundering Mantis presents raw and aggressive fights, especially in the final sequence. This reinforces the idea that the protagonist has crossed a threshold where he no longer fights for justice, but for sheer survival and rage. While the film follows many conventions of the genre, its ending transforms it into an exploration of the dangers of obsession and how vengeance can lead to an irreversible psychological transformation. Beyond being a kung fu story, it becomes a visual representation of the descent into madness. Eddie Ko plays a crucial role in The Thundering Mantis as Xia, the master of the feared Jade Gang. His character serves as the film's primary antagonist, posing a constant threat to the protagonist, Chi. Xia is a formidable and ruthless fighter, whose brutality and mastery of combat make him a terrifying enemy. In an early confrontation, he humiliates Chi, demonstrating his superiority and setting the tone for their rivalry. Ko successfully conveys the intensity and menace of his character through a commanding performance, solidifying Xia as a memorable villain within martial arts cinema. The film's climax showcases Chi's transformation into a fighter consumed by madness, leading him to face Xia once again. In this final battle, the protagonist's uncontrolled fury allows him to overpower his enemy, culminating in a brutal and terrifying victory.